So far of the things you shared with me about you, yeah, so you have fluctuating knee pain that it started from very long, so there are times and periods whereby you experience no knee pain like for very long and then it comes back also. That's why it's hard for you to say how long the knee pain has been. But if you don't count the period whereby if you do not count the period whereby the knee pain, you don't experience it from the very beginning, do you remember even when you started having that?
Maybe 20 years even.
Maybe a few years ago.
A few years, okay.
I can put a date.
No worries, okay. So not to worry, because the thing is, there are some people, the pain has been there like for maybe 10 years or so. I have some people who are like that. My own pain actually started since, I think, more than 10 years ago, you know. So, yeah. So, first, your three main pain you experience. The first one is your fluctuating knee pain. The second one is your right shoulder discomfort, which you suspect that there's some impingement there.
Yeah.
Then,
Affected by
both shoulder. I see. Okay. And then the last one, you have inside knee pain, knee area pain upon exertion. So right now at this point in time, do you have any pain currently immediate pain right now?
right now.
No. Okay.
Okay, the shoulder pain, right,
It's constant.
no, it's usually at night when I sleep. So I can't
You cannot tell right now.
like when I sleep kind, right? But I will feel like there's this numbing pain going down my arms.
I see.
Then my whole upper back will be tight as well.
Understand.
So when I turn, then it's better.
Okay. Cool. When you turn, understand. Seems like, okay. In that case, right, I would prioritize, and this shoulder discomfort is like almost every night, is it?
Or every
Almost
every.
The shoulder is recently only.
Recently, like this few weeks or this few days.
It's like when I started doing more butterfly.
And
Butterfly is, I think the internal rotation.
this butterfly started since when? Like this few weeks or this few days?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
Few weeks. Okay. I guess that itself, because if your rest and sleep is affected, it's going to affect your overall recovery. Yeah? So I would prioritize that also. Yeah. The rest of the pain, it affects your activity, but it doesn't affect your sleep or rest. Okay. So I will prioritize. Let me just change that up. Okay, so I have a framework over here actually that helps me to see what are some of the possible issues you have, contributing to your pain. So a lot of things can happen. Now, can you raise your arm up right now, any of your arm? Yeah. And then sort of like hold your arm in position strongly.
Okay.
So continue to resist me. I'm going to apply a firm and steady pressure. Now in your mind, can you think of something positive? Good. Continue to think of the positive stuff. You will find that it seems like my strength reduced, but actually it's not. I'm still using the same strength. Okay, I explained to you why I get you to do that. Now can you think of something negative instead? Okay, keep thinking of the negative stuff. Okay, you can feel a difference also. I can feel that also. I'm still using the same strength. Okay, relax. Okay, why is that so important? Because your ability to hold a certain tension, it actually changes whether you think of something positive or negative. It corresponds to you subconsciously thinking yes or no. Okay, and this also works when I ask you a question. So Sin, can you raise your arm up again? And then hold it firm and resist me. Okay, good. Now continue to resist me. Yeah. Now I'm going to think of some statements, okay, and then say out some statement to let you see the effect. Okay, so resist me. Now, is your name? Okay, and is your name Mickey Mouse? Yeah. Okay, you see the difference. Now we try that again. Now, is your name? Okay, and is your name Mickey Mouse? Yeah. Okay. So you can see that there is a difference in your strength level. So what it means is, if I were to ask your subconscious mind or your body whether there's anything here contributing to this pain we have, I can do the same thing also, yeah, without having to do like complex physical test or assessment. Yeah, so this is going to be the basis of what I make use of to help you to find out a quick solution. Yeah, to help you to overcome it. Okay, it looks like a very broad overview, but don't worry. Within all these icons, there are a lot more charts which will be revealed to you wherever that's needed. So back to this testing of your muscle. On top of testing you manually, I can also test you by testing myself. So if I ask you a question in my mind or out loud, is your name I get a strong response. I try to press my own finger down. But if I were to ask you, is your name Bingxi? I get a no. Is your name Mickey Mouse? Also no. Yeah. So later on, when I'm doing the assessment, halfway through, there are times when I may ask you obvious questions like, is your name Bingxi? Because sometimes when I'm tired, if I don't control the strength, it's possible for me to ask, is your name, and I get a no response because I use too much strength. Or if I ask, is your name Mickey Mouse, and I use too little strength. Okay? So when I ask you obvious questions that are yes or no, it's for me to sort of like reset my baseline. Okay, so then you don't have to worry about it. Now, the actual assessment, yeah. Okay, so your shoulder discomfort that you explained and that you were telling me, is there anything from this framework that's contributing to it? Okay, no worries. So I'm actually asking your subconscious. Yeah, so you don't have to consciously answer me. Yeah. So okay, maybe I can just ask certain questions without reading out loud so that you won't be tempted to answer. Okay. So you have got some movement compensation, which is very normal. So like what you mentioned about the butterfly and everything, the way you move, okay? So let me find out what it is. Yeah. So is it about the way you breathe? It's not. Is it about your senses adjustment? It's not. So it's about muscle imbalances, okay? So let me see which muscle imbalance is the one that I need to look at. Is it in the lower body? It's not. Is it in the upper body? Yes. Is it in the shoulders? Oh, it's not in the shoulders. Usually it's in the shoulders. Is it in the elbows then? Is it about this? Or is it this? Flexors. Okay. Does this happen when you are doing butterfly stroke? You thought there is butterfly stroke that contributes to this pain, but actually it's something else. It's some other movement pattern. Okay, I'm going to help you find out later, not to worry. But right now, what we know is your tendency to let your elbow flare out like this, okay, which is very similar to a butterfly stroke. It could be the butterfly stroke that's contributing to you keep doing that outside of your life, okay, which we can actually address. So there must be something contributing to that. Okay, let's find out what it is. So there's something from here contributing to that. Let's see which one. Is it chronic stress? Is it poor breathing pattern? It's not. Is it body misalignment? Yeah. Some structural issues perhaps? No, it's not. Is it about the spine distortion? No. Senses adjustment. Oh, okay. Your body senses. Now I want you to imagine there is a very huge heavy ship that's on the water. If you are trying to steer this heavy ship either left or right, okay, one method is to apply a force to the ship, the heavy ship. Okay, that's a very hard method. Another method is to apply a force onto this rudder, this trim tab, because based on how it moves, the wave actually pushes it along. So between applying a force to the ship and applying a force to the rudder, which one do you think is easier? The rudder, correct. So it requires less effort. So with senses adjustment, things like your eyes, jaws and scar, how it affect your posture, these are all small little things, okay? But it affect your posture in big way, just like how the rudder affect the direction of the ship. So typical physical therapy method looks at the big muscles, the big movement. But here, there's some small movement that you can take note of, yeah? So, is it the eyes? No, it's not. Is it the jaws? Is it not the jaws? Okay, is it this deep skin scar? Not deep skin scar. Is it foot arch? Is it foot? Is it not foot arch? Is foot arch? Somehow foot arch is affecting your elbow in like an indirect manner. Okay. Okay. So let me see what solution do you need. Do you need insoles? Okay, luckily no need. Do you need muscle balance? No. Do you need foot exercise? Foot exercise. Okay. So this. Okay, let me just place this aside so that I can show you how to do a proper foot exercise. So this foot, like that, when I move my feet all the way back and opening my toes, spreading out as far as I can, this position is the end range of motion whereby the foot arch is most collapsed. When I do the opposite, pointing all the way as much as I can you see that my arch becomes more obvious? Yeah. So what I want you to do is go to this end range of the movement, hold for a while, hold the tension, and then go to the other end and hold the tension. And when you point, instead of just pointing down, point it a little bit this way. It's not about moving your disc, it's moving this foot itself. Good, okay. So move again to the other end range, okay. Now point the feet and move it a little bit this way. Good, okay. So do you feel like any cramping sensation when you do that? Still okay. A bit calm. Okay. You rest for a while first. So let me see whether this foot exercise, do you need to actually collapse the foot arch or embrace the foot arch? Do you need to collapse the foot arch? Embrace. Okay. Okay. I see how many repetitions you need to do and roughly how many seconds you need to hold. That's optimal for you. Do you need to do this exercise on an ongoing basis? Yeah. Seems like this is an exercise that you need to do on an ongoing basis. It's not like I get you to do a few times or then it's like it will be solved. Let me find out how many repetitions you need. Again, I can do that with muscle testing. So do you need to do it like every day for a few days? Yeah, usually. Do you need to do more than once a day? Okay, so once a day is actually enough. Do you need to do it right before you swim for best results? No, not really. So just do consistently is fine actually. Do you need to, so every time you do it, do you need to do more than one repetition? Yeah, obvious. So do you need to do more than 10 repetitions? No. So do you need to do between 5 to 10 reps? No, so you only need to do a few reps actually. Do you need to do more than 3 reps? More than 3. So can I say 3 to 5 reps? Yeah, 3 to 5 reps. So once a day, one time a day, 3 to 5 reps. So 1 rep is like that. Like that is 1 rep, okay. And let me see how long you need to hold. Do you need to hold for more than 2 seconds at both ends? More than 5 seconds? No. So between 2. Do you need to hold for longer than 3 seconds? No. Okay. So between 2 to 3 seconds. Okay. So every day 1 time. Each time you do 3 to 5 reps. So like that is 1 rep. 2 to 3 seconds. That means like that. Hold, 2, 3, and like that. Hold, 2, 3. 1 rep. Then 2, 2, 3, 2, 2, and so on. 3 to 5 reps. Yeah. Okay. Right now you are not experiencing like pain at the moment. Okay. Then never mind. If you are, then I can guide you to do it once lah. Then why? Perhaps I should guide you to do it once now at least, so that I can see and I can sort of like give you guidance. Okay, so we do together lah, and like that. Good. Hold, 2, 3, and back to like that. Good. Hold, 2, 3. How many already? 2. Okay. Or is it hold, 2, 3? Okay. Now on your own. Good. So you know how to must like that, so that the foot arch is obvious. Okay. And the other way. And hold, 2, 3. Okay. And do one last one. Good. Hold, 2, 3. Okay. Can. Yeah. 3 to 5. So that's a good one. So we can move on to see whether there are other things that we can work on. Yeah. Is there a second underlying reason for your shoulder discomfort? Oh no? Confirm no? Okay. Yeah. But probably this okay, let me see how many days you should do this before moving on to the next one. So do you need to do this for more than 5 days in a row? No. More than 2 days? More than 3 days? More than 2 to 3 days? Okay, let's make it 3 days in a row. Okay, so 3 days of this. Okay, let's see whether you have something else. Okay, between the fluctuating knee pain, which has been for very long, and comparing with the inside knee pain area, okay, like probably like what we agreed on, both of them might be caused by the same hip issue. Yeah, but which one, the pain wise, which one bothers you more, so that we narrow down on that?
The discomfort it bothers.
The outside. So the outside is the one that fluctuates, sometimes here, sometimes here.
Yeah, sometimes on top, sometimes below,
Understand. Okay, that's okay. No worries. This is not a big issue. Yeah, it's very common. Okay, for the knee pain that you were describing to me, is it something from here that is helpful in overcoming it? Is it here? Not here. Then is it here? Is it movement compensation? Confirm not movement compensation. Then it must be bioenergetics. Yeah. So bioenergetics. Do you need something from unresolved issues healing system? Confirm. Okay. So this is something that I need to. This is one of the things that my former employers, they are not very receptive to. So earlier, whatever I did, they are things that I used to do for like 4 or 5 years. So. So when it comes to this, is there anything here that's helpful for that fluctuating knee pain? Is it one of the top 3? Is it one of the next 2 toxins? Okay. Is it one of the first 3? No. Is it excesses? Is it heavy metals? Microbial. Okay. So a lot of times what happens is, like what you say, it's probably the hips, okay? But what caused the hip to be in pain? If let's say you have some microbiome issue, like gut issue, whatever it is, if your deep core muscles are not tensing hard enough, okay, because it is very uncomfortable, normal. So it's actually going to cause your hips to be misaligned also. Yeah. So we are going to find out, narrow down what kind of microbial it is. So is it mold? Is it fungus? Is it bacteria? Is it parasites? Is it bacteria? Bacteria. This bacteria, is it something from an active infection? It's not from an active infection. So what happens about microbial is in medical science, right? Everyone knows that all of these, of course, have medication to overcome them. But what is not very commonly known is that after the medications are used to overcome them, the infection might have been gone already. But every time people fall sick for whatever reason, that sickness, it causes a distortion in your bioenergy field, okay? Because everyone emits electromagnetic field. Yeah. So that bioenergy field, when it's distorted, if the distortion stays in place even though the infection is gone, it's sort of like that energy of this bacteria is still there, even though the bacteria has already been gone. So we are going to overcome that. The now question is there anything contributing to this bacteria toxicity from staying there? There isn't. Okay, so we just have to clear that. So now do you remember a time whereby you had a toxicity? Because you mentioned the knee, it was a few years. It could probably, why I asked you to try to recall, I was trying to get you to recall when, because this microbial probably happened even before that. Was there a time whereby you had some bacterial infection, or maybe you had some like stomach discomfort for a very short while? Do you remember, or you don't? Okay. I mean, this kind of...
This is quite normal.
I think I always have problems in my gut.
Maybe that explains why. Okay, no worries. We can actually clear that now. Okay, don't mind remove your cap. Yeah. And then I want you to just think of the gut issue you have in general, the discomfort you have. Okay. Now keep the feeling of the discomfort in your mind. Okay. While you do so, I'm going to get you to clear it from your nervous system. Yeah. So keep that in your mind. Okay. So continue to keep that in your mind. Okay. Okay. Okay, now how do you feel?
Not very.
Listen, okay, you try stand up and walk around and then see whether there's because when if let's say I just did some change to the bioenergy, right? Your body movement, if it still stay the same, then there's no shifting. So long as you walk around, let your new posture set in can already. Okay. And how is it? Feel like correct. It's a sign of your new posture setting in place when that energy, when that bioenergy is clear. Yeah. Okay. Great. It's usually this kind of things is a very subtle effect. Because when it comes to research, it's a bit hard to do research on such things because electric and magnetic waves, people keep generating them biologically. So the different things you think about is going to affect the kind of frequency that comes out also. So if people were to do an experiment, like in the lab basis, right, it's like a lot of things will come in to fluctuate there. That's why not many people know about this kind of stuff. Yeah. Okay, now is there other thing contributing to the fluctuating knee pain? There is. Okay. So it's not so simple, yeah? I hope it is. For some it can be that simple. It looks simple but it's actually not easy. Okay. Is it something from here? Not something. Okay. Is it something from one of the first three folders? First three about energies. Okay. So is it about an emotion? Okay. This is very common. So every time, if let's say people were to feel certain emotions, yeah, that if people feel it, it's actually not so bad, because if you feel an emotion, it can be anger, it can be sadness. Different emotion cause you to tense up differently, like different movement. So an emotion actually it affects your nervous system, the movement. But what happens is, because in this day and age we are so focused on coming up with an immediate solution. Sometimes we really need an immediate solution at that point in time. Okay, nothing wrong with that. But if that emotion wasn't addressed either at that point in time or after, what happens is it stays in the body, the nervous system will sort of like hold it. So whatever movement pattern you are supposed to move, because of the emotion, it gets stuck, becomes subtle, it replaces itself over and over, and people start to have pain that comes and goes. Certain lifestyle actually triggers it. Yeah. So this emotion, may I know which category it is? Is it a stuck emotion? Is it a protective emotion? Protective emotion. A stuck emotion is something like what I said, you didn't manage to experience it at the moment, so that nervous system, okay. A protective emotion is a stuck emotion that's used to protect you from being hurt further. Yeah, so it's your body's defense mechanism. Lingering is basically an emotion that you might have felt it. Even though you were aware of it, but you still cannot let go of. So it's quite common to have all three. Usually, stuck and protective will affect people more, because if people are not aware of it, it's worse. Lingering it means that people are somehow still aware of it, just that cannot let go, that kind of stuff. Yeah. So, is it the water elements, the matter? Is it lung, large intestine? Is it top half of large intestine, bottom three? So is it merciful or unmerciful? Is it indifference? Letting go, indifference. It's about indifference. So okay. So this indifference, you roughly know what indifference means. It's like it's not so much of it's more like maybe bochup, that kind of feeling. Okay, so maybe not very helpful when I just state it. So let me narrow down the age when it occurred, when it was started. Okay, did it occur before age 10? So it's after age 10. Did it occur before age 30? Did it occur before age 20? Before age 20. So it's 10 to 20. Did it occur before age 15? Not before. So it's after 15 to 20. Did it occur at age 15? 16? 17? 18, 19, 18. So in age 18, something happened that resulted in an indifference. This thing, okay, what I'm getting is, because sometimes indifference, it doesn't come from you yourself. It comes from pressure from other people, especially 18 when you were still young. So sometimes your parents say, hey, don't care so much, just study and just do your own stuff, that kind of stuff. I mean, you seem to be able to relate to that. Like, do you relate to your parents sometimes telling you like, hey, don't talk about other people and focus on your own stuff? Or yes, so do you have like some memories of your parents doing that to you?
Okay.
Yeah, it's like they always say like concentrate on your studies.
And that happened at 18, that time when you were like going into uni, right?
Or even
J2?
Actually, it was like much younger
In secondary school?
who they did that. Oh, okay.
No worries, you can remember the incident at secondary school, but was there like another incident that has got similar pattern? Because usually these kind of things, they happen on a recurring basis. Like if your parents used to do that, they have whatever that caused them to tell you that, they are going to tell you at other ages. It cannot be just at that age. So it's good that you can recall that it could be that was the root, that was the roots lah, that was more deeper. But whatever that contributes to your pain directly, age 18, do you remember of any incident? Okay, no worries.
I don't recall things like very well.
No worries. Okay, it's normal. Okay, there are different reasons why people don't recall certain things well. Sometimes it's certain things it doesn't resonate very well with you. So then naturally people will selectively recall the things they want to recall also. Sometimes something is not a very good memory. So for this case, it's probably not a very good memory. That's why in the first place it results in a stuck energy over here, and that's actually contributing to whatever repetitive pattern in your body lah. So what we do is we try to recall it so that we are able to go down to the root of the issue to override. So at 18, okay. At 18, you were doing poly lah. What was the course you studied? Nursing. Okay. Nursing wise, was it something that your parents wanted you to do? Were they?
That wasn't what I wanted to do.
I see. But that's what they wanted, is it?
No, they just because I couldn't get into JC. So I couldn't get into poly only because I could get into business.
Understand. So their mindset is so long as you go to either poly or JC, is better than no education. Okay, cool. That's like, so that sounds very familiar. That's why. So okay, let me see whether it's related to nursing or is it something else other than studies. It's related to your parents and it's revolving around something. Is related to study, indirectly related, also no, not exactly related to study. Okay, other than studies, do you have other aspects of the life that actually that you were going through back then?
Not that you remember.
Like it can be relationship or even catching up with your old time friends from secondary school. Cannot remember. Okay, no worries. We try to find other angles so that you can take over regain the control of your body and your body pain pattern, and overcome it. So what are the other possibilities other than studies? Is it about catching up friends? No. Okay, now I'm using master testing. So you cannot remember consciously. So we look at the subconscious. But this is a bit open-ended because I can only ask yes or no. What are the different possible aspects when you were at age 8? Did you have to do a part-time job? No. Okay. Is it about... You mentioned that you didn't really want to do nursing.
Yeah.
Was there something else you actually wanted to do, even suggested to your parents that? Oh, okay.
Bio is like usually A-level students. And then biotech is like not
Understand.
yeah.
I see. So you are more interested in like anatomy kind of stuff and human.
So I think here nursing is like you still get to study like anatomy, physiology.
Okay.
Did you like consider getting like some form of part-time job in like a physio assistant or that kind of? I somehow sense that it's got to do with that internal struggle, like you having to do nursing when your heart you are actually doing nursing, but your heart is at either physio or biotech or And then it's like your parents. It's like your parents wanted you to, since you're already in nursing, just focus on nursing, you know, that kind of stuff.
Yes, initially was like that, but then after that, I chose to like the course. I view it as like a stepping stone to do what I wanted.
Cool. So, and now that you are doing swim coaching, which is also somehow related to physio or physical fitness stuff,
Yeah.
and I can see from the way you describe your pain, like you use a lot of biomechanical terms, which if not because I'm from physio background, most people won't understand what you say. So okay, cool. That explains one. So I guess the indifference happens. The indifference happened when it was more towards yourself, towards your own feelings lah. Yeah, it's like at some point, even though you grew to like that course, but it took you some time. It brought you through a phase of indifference whereby so okay, cool. You're aware of it. So have you cleared it? Seems like you have cleared it, yeah. Cause your memory of that sort of like helps you to take control of it. Okay. So it's more of you felt like you just want to neglect your own emotions lah. So this feeling of indifference, are there more that we need to address and clear? Confirm no? Okay, great. So we managed to clear it. So are there more stuck emotions contributing to this fluctuating knee pain? No. Then are there other emotions not related to not stuck? Was it stuck or is protective? I typed wrongly. So are there other protective emotions? No. Then are there other lingering emotions? No. So, okay, so good. So there's only one, or at least there's only one that we can uncover. This kind of emotional stuff, because it's things that you are not aware of, how they get stuck is your mind and brain literally forms certain pattern to sort of like suppress these experiences, memories and emotions. So sometimes some of these things that are suppressed are very deep, so deep that you are not ready to uncover it yet lah. Okay, so right now if I test don't have it, there's a good chance, because your pain has been around for very long, there's a good chance that it's not don't have, it's more of there are a lot more that's very deep that haven't surfaced. Yeah. So are there any other things from bioenergy that's contributing to your fluctuating knee pain? There isn't, confirmed. Okay. Something surfaced. Okay, seems like there are more things we can work on, yeah? Is it from one of these three? No. Is it from one of these two? Toxins. Okay, more other toxins that we can work on. Okay, so is it one of the first three? Is it our excesses? Heavy metals? Okay, heavy metals is very common. But the good thing about heavy metals, a lot of times the solution is very practical. Yeah. So heavy metal, is it one of the heavy metals over here? Yeah, so is it mercury? Is it lead? Is it cadmium? Is it aluminium? Okay, aluminium is very common because we all use aluminium spoon and fork and yeah. But do you also use metal utensils? You do, yeah. So that's a very then it is very easy to overcome it. But it may involve some lifestyle shift also. Yeah. So what you can do, right, to avoid this aluminium toxicity, right? Seems like the utensils you use is your main exposure to aluminum. Do you drink like canned drinks? Rarely. Then that's good lah. Then because can is made of aluminum obviously. Yeah. A good replacement for aluminum utensils, plastic ones are common, or if you want to be even better, use wooden ones, which when it comes to buying wooden ones, I think you can get it very easily from some of the Taobao website, or I get it from Easy Buy lah. I use wooden fork and spoon. Yeah. So it seems like it's something that it makes no sense to clear it by shifting the bioenergy, because it's something practical. So let me type down the follow-up action. At the end of this, whatever follow-up action you need, whether it's the food exercise or the changing of utensils or things like that, all those I will compile them in the list below. Yeah. So the notes will show you everything, like some of the emotions you went through also, yeah, but it will also show you the follow-up action steps. Okay, now are there more from energy? Okay, good. So this is all we managed to clear. Yeah. So are there more stuff from this system contributing to the fluctuating knee pain? Confirm no. Okay. Now the last one, your inside knee pain upon exertion. Let's see whether there are more stuff for this. Yeah. So is there anything from here contributing to your inside knee pain exertion? Oh, I mean inside, yeah. Okay, so is it from the top circle? Bottom? Okay, so is it movement compensation? No. Energy also. This, okay, energy. So there are more other stuff. Same. Is it anything from the first three folders? Confirm no. How about this? Pathogens, toxins again. Okay. Is it one of the first three? Excesses, heavy metals, microbial, another microbial. So probably another gut issue also. Yeah. Because this inside knee pain happened more recently, so there's a good chance that it might be something you developed more recently. Yeah. Are you able to recall like what it is? Not really. Yeah. Okay. Cause a bit of stomach discomfort here and there, I think is quite common lah. It's not this, the bottom one. Okay. Is it one of these three? No. Then it's parasites. It's not an active infection. So the parasites, it was once in your body, is sort of like being curbed already, yeah, or the infection is already dying off lah. But the bioenergy distortion is still there, yeah. So this parasites, is there an underlying reason for the parasitic infection to still be affecting you? Confirm no? Okay. Okay. Okay, so same thing, just keep the parasites in the gut in mind. Okay, so I'm going to sort of like shift that bioenergy. Okay, seems like that's all that we can clear for now. Let me see whether I can overcome some other stuff in general. So in general, all this pain, especially your fluctuating knee pain, you do experience that they come and go lah. Yeah, so let me just see in general, is there anything contributing to you experiencing pain on the recurrence basis lah? Not that I can uncover. Yeah, could be a no, or could be something like very deep, which wouldn't be surprising also. Yeah. Okay, great. So looks like the session is complete, and then because you are not experiencing any immediate pain right now, the only thing that you can feel the difference is the initial lightness you felt when you during the first energetic shift from the thing. Okay, so I think moving on for us to monitor, right, is for you to follow up. There are 2 follow-up actions for you. One is a rehab exercise, another is a lifestyle change. Yeah, I will compile and everything will be more structured and send it to you. Yeah, then you let me, I would say the next time I see you for your 2 other sessions, right, it will happen probably at least 4 days from now lah. Why? At least 3 days from now for you to finish implementing the food thing, and maybe wait for a little bit more, maybe next week or so for your new movement pattern to come back and for it to stabilize before going into something deeper. Because this thing that I do is not like massage or physiotherapy. It's something very deep, going into your past experience also, how it affects your nervous system. So it does require some time for you to adjust. Yeah. Then in the meantime, the next few days, let me know how your pain changes, especially your sleep. I think this one is one of the most important one. It can affect like everything, your job and everything. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's all for today. Yeah.